Welcome back, folks. I promise you, this is an interesting one. Stay tuned. Good start. So following on from the last video of the Nismo, when I sold my Nismo, you'll see that I ended up buying a new Nismo. So again, similar to the last video, sorry for not looking straight at the camera sometimes. I'm just going to read some stuff that I've wrote down so that the story kind of makes sense. It was never the plan to replace the Auto Nismo when I sold it, because I've got two spaces out the back door of my new garage that I was keeping for my 380 RS's. I don't work out there, it's just for storage. I work in here. So it's never the plan to get another car, but as you see from the last video, I got a manual Nismo. Scouring the Japanese auction sites late at night is a dangerous game, as some of you may know, and this car had popped up, and I forwarded it on to my good friend Ewan, who helps me out when importing the cars, and he kind of laughed. I laughed because there's no space for it and I didn't have any money, so kind of let it go at that. Also at the same time, I'd still had the Auto. This was obviously months before the Auto sold, and a week or so passed and I saw it getting shared around the Nismo Private Owners Club. It's based in America, Facebook group, and basically if you've got a Nismo, they'll let you into the group, and yeah, it's quite handy to have that group there, and quite a lot of information there, and if people are selling stuff or vice versa, it's a good group to be a part of. As I said, never had the money, so they chatted away about the car. I just let it go at that point. So a few weeks later, I was at a car show with my friend Ross, and I was telling him about the car, and he's like, "Why do you not buy it?" Kind of matter of fact. And I was like, money and stuff, just never wasn't the right time. Haven't sold the other car yet. And at this point, went online, checked, car wasn't even there anymore. So kind of that was that, and never really thought anything else of it. But his comment did make me start checking loan calculators online to see how much a loan would cost, and it was kind of doable, and I've got some nice 350Z parts here that I knew in the long term I could get the money back in, but in the short term a bank loan would be the best option for me to have the funds straight away, and then the next few months kind of chip away at selling stuff and paying the loan back off, so it wasn't a long term kind of loan. You still need to pay a little bit of kind of interest money up front, so it's the benefit of getting a loan, is they make some money out of you. So yeah, I got the loan improved just in case the car come back up. That was it, and it did. So about 4 days later, I spoke to Ewan, and he got the wheels in motion from his man in Japan to go and look over the car, check it out, make sure everything's kind of legit, which it was. But a few days later, we got some grainy pictures sent back over for the car. If you've ever looked at Japanese auctions, yeah, the pictures are always grainy, and they've got some of the best technology in the world in Japan, and I just don't think they want to throw away that first digital camera that they ever bought, because every picture's the same. But yeah, you can make out the gist of it. Obviously you get a spec sheet for the car with all the VIN numbers and stuff, so you know it is kind of legit. So kind of we went with that, and again, a few days later, I was away on a kind of family trip. So if anybody in the UK will know Centre Parks, it's kind of well-known place, lodges, outdoor activities, in the woods, no cell service. Basically the worst phone service out there, and I'm standing outside in the freezing cold, hold my phone up, try to keep a signal while talking to the bank to get them to release the funds to random bank numbers in Japan, and the woman on the phone, I'm assuming she's a woman, they had a nice voice, they don't know how many times they said, once this money is out your account, that's it, we can't chase it, it's your decision, obviously the calls are recorded, but we hit the button, send us money. Yep, go for it. I think I trust them. So that was that. About 10 weeks later, Ewan arrived with the car on the back of his trailer. I was about a week out from selling the Auto Nismo at this point, so for the first time ever I had 4 Nismos in my possession. which is a bit much. I think some of you will think you should get some help, which I don't disagree with. What's the plans? I hear you asking for this car. Well, let's go and have a little look at it and we'll talk you through it. Right, let's go and get a look at it. I've already had it up on the ramp, so we'll cut back to that footage in a little minute. Currently making some carbon fibre over here. We're painting the roll cage in here, which isn't going to plan, so I think we have to rub that back down and do it again. Is it raining? Is it not? So yeah, for all the Americans, it's all the usual stuff. Obviously JDM version, got the smooth bumper and the wheel extensions, arch extensions, sorry. 18-inch front alloys, 19-inch rears, the V3 body kit. We've got all the dampener bars, all that kind of stuff. Absolutely beautiful. There we have it, she's up in the ramp and looking good. I have removed the under tray, it's sitting here, just to get a little inspection underneath to make sure everything is as it should be, which it is, I'm happy to report. It is all very clean, as you'd expect from a nice Japanese import. Significantly better than what we get over here in the UK with our salty roads. So yeah, everything's OEM as far as I can tell. Although it's hard to believe that those W braces are OEM compared to what we usually see. They're usually rusted through. This one is mint. The same with these kidney brackets up here. It's a rare sight for us to see them in one piece. But overall, I am so happy with this car. But it's probably the interior that gives this car away. Oh, the rain's on, great. So yeah, 380 RS steering wheel, gear knob and handbrake. That only means one thing, that I've got a bloody problem. So yeah, let's pop the bonnet, see what this 380 RS is all about. Not gonna lie guys, I'm just hiding in for the rain right now because it's absolutely hammering it down. Back in a minute. Quick update, it's still raining. So while we're stuck in here in the pouring rain, might as well show you, up on the ramp there is the other 380 RS Superleggera that I'm going to do the gallery gaskets on pretty soon. So if you're watching this video in the future, then that video might be ready to watch. But until then, let's keep waiting till this rain goes off. I really promise I'm not dragging this out for effect. I just don't want to get wet. Finally. So there we have it, bam! 380 RS, 3.8 litre forged from Nismo factory. 350 brake and about 400 torque. But what's special about this one? It's only number bloody one. Oh! Guys, why is that not in a Nismo factory somewhere? I cannot believe it. It's in my little museum. Jeez! Number one, guys. I feel so privileged, and I know these cars should be driven, and I get that, but this one up here, that's getting driven. That one there is getting kept good. Yeah. What else can I say? It's still to be registered in the UK. I'll be doing that in the next few weeks once the springtime comes and there's not as much rain, and then I will get some videos out for you, a little drive video. Yeah, thank you very much guys for all your support, and as I said, stay tuned and we'll get the gallery gaskets done in the Superleggera and get out and a drive in that as well. Thanks guys.
before Empty freaks out. She's all nice and dry before she goes back into storage.